Welcome, this is Glendin ThePackRat. I am playing Minecraft, Agrarian Skies 2. This is my Life in the Void series, episode 5. Wow, is it 5 already? Anyway, I had a nice surprise happening now that I was lonely in the void and couldn't figure out what I was going to do. I had a friend of mine, Jordan, join me. And I've met him a long time ago. He taught me Minecraft, basically. And he is more tech savvy. Well, I explained to you in a previous episode that I'm the kind of person that goes out and gets resources and brings them back, and he's sort of the tech guy I hang out with. I figured out I didn't have to put this on a server. I could start a LAN game and have him use LogMe and Hamachi and actually join me. And that was pretty cool because before, when I used to play this a lot last year, you couldn't do that. You had to actually set it up on a server to do. So it's pretty cool that now you can have people join you just by using Hamachi and running a LAN game on a single player game. And it's pretty cool. Anyway, Jordan over here is actually going through the crops. And he is 5, 4, and 5. He is upgrading all the wheat we have. He's knows how to do that, and apparently I flubbed it up and didn't understand what I was doing because I could only get it to go 1, 1, and 1, and then later on it was still 1, 1, and 1, and I couldn't quite figure out what I was doing. Anyway, I moved the source block of water over to here. I had all these rain barrels after it rained again. I tried the one rainmaker out. Oh, and it just scared the hell out of me, and it blew up a hole and everything. But I got rain from it. I'm going to save the other one for later. Maybe I'll show you in a later episode exactly how that works. But I would like to be able to make another one before I use that one up. I was able to make a couple of fired clay buckets and used the bucket to grab some water out of the oak barrels and made a infinite pool here. So I moved the pool from the other side. I've expanded the garden out a little bit, got a few more pieces of dirt, and Jordan has a watering can that he's hogging. Jordan, will you come over here and just hit this garden a minute? And this is the difference between having it sit here and having a watering can. Trying to make some more dirt so that I can then sift through the dirt and get the first pieces of cobble, because our next project is a cobblestone generator, which would be pretty cool, instead of doing this the hard way by sifting through dirt just to get tiny little stones to put together into cobble. So Jordan just fills up the water can and walks around, and everything grows. Now, on the roof over here, we've done two things. One, he needs to start crooking this tree and get all the... I think we're about done with the tree here, Jordan. And you can speak and say hello. But I think we're about done on this tree here, Jordan. You need to start crooking this to get wool. We need to make him a bed. And to that end, I'm expanding the house here a bit. As in, let's not drop off into the void and die. I'm putting in a sleeping area in the side here. Or at least expanding it. Maybe I'll just blow out that wall and make it a little bigger. So we have enough room to put 2 beds and some more machinery. And he's good at putting machinery and stuff in. So I know we're going to have machinery here soon. That's his forte in the way we usually play together. And I'm usually the one that goes out and builds things and makes things and brings them back. So, yeah, let's blow out this wall and we'll put a couple of beds down and we'll start putting machinery there. And as I went into LAN mode, and yes, I did it. You're going to blame me. I know I did it. Remember when I broke the impossible object trying to move it? I moved it once and placed it back down and it was fine. And I couldn't, when I tried to pick it up and move it again and bring it inside, it broke. Well, I put it into creative just for a moment to pull that impossible object back out that it actually broke. So I retrieved it. I do not like creative. I do not ever want to use creative. The only time I will ever use it is if there's some sort of glitch that I have to replace. So it was within my rules to replace that because it broke when I tried to move it and it was supposed to be movable. So there it is. I replaced it. Now I have a torch on me, I think. Let me just want to move a couple of things here. And I'm guessing Jordan's not going to talk much. Not even going to say hello. He's being unsociable. He's just over there with the plants. Where is... I was quite sure I picked up another torch. I mean, I had one on the wall. Oh, you know what? When I pulled off the torch and put that on, I was in creative. Therefore, I broke it. Oh, now my head is against the wall here. I did something stupid. And I sat here. Don't break that. Oh, you've got wool. I sat here and went AFK and starved to death, not realizing I hadn't saved the game. So I died once. So I have my head up against the wall here because I died once. Oh well. I may have to move some of these chests and things around. Let me get a torch from over here. We don't have enough to make a second or third torch yet because I had broken one. And Jordan, I know you're new to this recording and everything, so if you have to cough, sneeze, or whatever, just mute your mic or something for a moment because we really don't want it in there. I'm going to move the bed, and we're going to put another one over here somewhere. Let's do... Oh, you have one. Well, why don't we do one like here, and then one like here where you're standing, or about to stand. No, not that one. No, not that one. Here. No, how am I going to put mine down? No, pick that up. Put that here, and you need to put that one. Put that one in the other hole. Oh, you want them the other way. All right, that'll work too. I don't want you next to me either. Because of the smell. Now we're going to move this thing. Let's see. I have a Maddock. I think I can... No, I got a pickaxe somewhere. Oh, you got it. Yeah, where are we going to set that down at? Let's put it over here. Let's put it up one. That looks weird. That'll work. Put it in like that. And I'll fix the hole in the floor. Just remember, Jordan, don't dig down 2 blocks. You'll hit void. We're hanging over the void and there ain't nothing under me. So we have a lot of wheat. We can make dirt now. Because of the watering can. On the roof, I've put a source block up there. And I've put a water tank. Just because I plan on putting an irrigation system in. Now that I know how well that watering can works. And this is a source block going into a watering tank. And I haven't built the rest of the stuff for it yet. I don't have any iron for the sprinklers. It's going to come out from here. And it's going to come straight out. And I'm going to branch it over the garden on both sides. Now I'm planning also on taking this wall out. And moving this wall back about 10 blocks. Just to give us more room. Maybe, I don't think we need to expand the garden anymore, really. Because we're going to have a sprinkler that's going to really upgrade the growth. We're going to have upgraded crops to put in. And that's going to be pretty cool. It's going to grow so fast, we're going to spend all our time just, pulling crops out. We're going to have to design then an automated system for this. So, depending on how many crops we actually need. Apparently, that's the only way to make dirt in this mod pack is to do this. Oh, And remember, the only mod I've added to it was Project E. And then we both had to update it, which I really didn't want to do, because once you start recording on a mod pack, don't ever update it. It will break, and you will lose your save game and all that other good stuff, which I've done, and I've messed up and had to start over again. So yeah, if you ever record a series, don't ever update it in the middle of the series. It will break. But I had to update my Project E, and he had to put in his Project E because he couldn't get the older version that it was already in. But I hadn't used any of it yet, so I guess that's all right. Project E, if you don't know much about it, is the perfect PackRat tool. And I really want to set it up and have it used just like a huge bag of holding, where I can just stuff everything into a tablet and keep it in there and then pull it out when I want to. I don't want to have to put stuff in there and then pull it out differently than the stuff I put in. It's like I don't want to put in a bunch of cobble and then pull out diamonds. If I have 2 diamonds, I just want to put in 2 diamonds and pull back out 2 diamonds and then pull in a bunch of cobble. Pull back out the bunch of cobble I had in there. It's just, I want to use it as a storage device, not as a transmutation device, but I don't know any way to set it that way. So I guess I'll use it how I see fit, when I see fit. And it's got a whole bunch of other things. It's got a repair. Wow, you get string without even using a crook. But you need the worms back. How many worms did you use there, Jordan? All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure we get a couple of worms back when you crook this. I'm just taking some of the... Oh, wait, you got to crook this first.
I've got 11. I've got enough.
Oh, you got enough? So I can just break the rest of this then? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking, when I pull out the rest of this wood here, it's going to start disappearing. And yes, I should probably go get the axe instead of just punching this stuff, huh? I have a flint axe. We're going to have to be making a smeltery soon to make something better than a flint axe. I just haven't done it yet. We're still operating on trying to get enough room here to work on how to... I'm going to need some more fences. We're still operating on how, to get enough room. So yeah, between this episode and the next, I'm going to blow out this wall and move it back 10, 20 blocks to give us enough space to do what we want to do here. And you don't want to watch me do that. It's just boring work. It's like chopping down this tree. It's boring work. But it's coming along. Life in the Void is now better. I'm not sure exactly where Jordan showed up from, but yeah. He's going to be here on the weekends. Some episodes he'll be here, some episodes he won't be, and we will just continue on with our own separate projects. We have not joined a group, actually. He wants to catch up to where I am first before we do anything. Plus, we want to make sure we get double everything that we're working on. Anyway. Oh, when you get up to the point of the chicken eggs, Jordan, get where it gives you a choice, and the milk too. It gives you a choice between a cow or a pig and milk or something. Grab the pig. Always grab the animals. Always grab, like the chicken, eggs and stuff, because we might be able to get some chickens. I know we'll have sheep and cows and all that, and whenever you have a choice for an animal, grab the animal. It'll work out a whole lot better. We'll actually be having farms and actually critters. Wow, did I just have another one grow up behind me? I think I did. I had another. I'm trying to cut all this down, and the other saplings are growing up, and I'm just getting trapped inside this tree. Anyway, yeah, this is starting to get more exciting. Jordan may even be joining me on other mod packs that I'm recording, depending on his availability. He has other things he has to do. I spend all my time doing this. I'm getting string doing this. I guess the crook is just from... I guess the crook is just for getting worms back. And if we have enough worms, did you put them in a chest?
No, they're in my inventory.
You have worms in your pocket? That's not right. Then try fishing out, Jordan. Fishing gets you a lot of stuff, and there's tons of fish. Let me eat something. And you wind up also getting out a bunch of different odd-looking stuff. Like I even got plastic sheeting out of it. I don't know how it got in there. In fact, I'm not even sure how the fish get in there. But this is the void, and I guess there's some sort of water portal that's in there, or at least that's the way I'm thinking. Now, in the previous episode, I talked about surviving, and after you get past the initial air, water, food, shelter, and you're past the starvation point where you no longer need to fight every day to get your food and your shelter and your water.
You're not starving anymore. I just got 10, 10, 10.
Oh yeah, well I'm just talking on a previous episode that you haven't seen yet. I was talking about the basics of survival in real life, not just Minecraft, in real life. And and just to bring you up to speed on this, Jordan, after that point, after you've done with the scrambling of the basic survival things that you need, you then have a problem with fighting your own mind. You're fighting yourself and fighting loneliness and fighting what do you do next? What do you do for boredom? What do you do for entertainment? What do you do to keep your mind together? If you're the last survivor somewhere, or if you're trying to be rescued, you start fighting against yourself. You start fighting against your own mind. What if you're a prisoner, and let's say you're innocent, and you get locked up, and you're in solitary confinement for months or years? I mean, you just have your own mind, and you have to watch you don't mentally eat yourself because of it. And now with Jordan here, it presents a whole different problem. Now that you have a second person in this survival situation, you have to watch it doesn't become adversarial, as in, you learn to work with this other person and not have it as, because if it becomes adversarial, then you've got a whole other bunch of numbers in the equation of survival, because now there's a competing for the resources. Now there's a competing for safety and shelter, and if you do not work together with this other person or people, amicably, where you're all contributing to it. I mean, if you contribute and you're all together and you're all on the same sheet of music and you're all, adding, then it becomes a very good way to survive. It becomes easier. It becomes, especially the mental aspect of it. But if you're at odds with the person or people you're with, and it becomes an adversarial relationship, then you got real problems. It's sometimes best to be on your own than it is to be with other people in an adversarial relationship. And I just messed that up. All right, let's go sleep and make it.
Some of the seeds that you had
what'd you do?
were like 1 and 2.
What'd you do to my garden?
I need your whole thing. Sure.
What'd you do? Here. Take my hoe. It popped into your hand and it's sticking straight up. I'm not going there. Anyway. What'd you do to my garden? Yeah, that hoe you're going to have to repair with some flint. We only have a few pieces. You'll have to get more. I think you get that with sifting gravel.
Really? I didn't know that, Glenn.
Well, I haven't got any yet. I mean, the ones I got are from yeah. The ones I got were from the
Just stop
book.
recording.
The what?
Huh?
Just put it in the chest when you're done.
I'm done.
Because you're the one taking care of the garden right now. I'm over here messing with this tree and chopping wood. I'm just trying to get all through this wormy string stuff. We're going to have a ton of... I mean, I'm hitting this with a block of wood, and I'm getting string out of it. So, we've got a lot of string coming in, and the saplings that haven't grown yet are growing and getting reinfected with this stuff, and we're getting more and more string. So, we were going to have enough wool for a while, enough string for a while. And we won't have to do this again. I'm going to replant these saplings and then let's keep it pure because I need to keep getting more saplings from them. Wow. Yeah, I have good things planned for the next few episodes. It's just, I wanted to touch on that subject because now that we have a second person. And if you were in a survival situation where you have a second person or third person or whatever, or even a bunch of people you're caring for, it becomes a whole lot different than surviving alone in the wilderness. It's you have to learn. You have to have an agreement between these people that you're going to work together, that someone, you don't necessarily have to have a leadership, but you do have to have a consensus of, yes, you're all agreeing to do this, and who's taking this project, and who's taking that project, and you do have to work together. Because if you're working against, the other person, and you're working against nature, and you're working against your own mind, you're screwed. You don't need another opponent in a survival situation to complicate things. And when you're really in that particular situation, it's best to go off on your own and leave that person who's adversarial. If you want to survive. Otherwise, that person could take you out one night while you're sleeping or some other thing like that and then take everything. Trust is going to be a big issue, too. If it's somebody you can't trust, then you could have a problem. It just adds a whole lot more to the equation of survival. Yeah, Jordan, I know you haven't seen any of the stuff that I've done recently. I talk about, because I'm ex-military, I have a military background. My father was a survivalist, and he taught me to think in that particular aspect. And, well, I've got a lot of life knowledge. And as I adventure around and I don't really have anything to talk about in the game, I will talk about the life lessons and things that I've learned to help whoever is, watching the series. And, maybe I could do something good in the world. Other than just, here, watch me play this game like everybody else does. No, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do something different. I want to do something meaningful. I want to do, play the game and have a really good time on it and have people watch me. But also, there's sort of some life hacks, some life lessons. I've got a lot of information I've gathered in my 53 years of life on this planet. And, I can throw out that knowledge. And if people want to have it, great. If people don't, great too. Turn your ears off. Don't listen to it. Speed past it or whatever. But some of this knowledge, take it with a grain of salt or however you want to say it, or grain of sand. It's the knowledge is here, and I'll put it out for anybody who wants to listen. Some of it will be, something you might use in your own, day-to-day life. Some of it you might never use. But it's something I don't see anyone else doing. So, because a lot of the people are younger guys. They're like in their 20s. They don't really have a whole lot of life lessons to throw out there. I've lived through a lot of stuff in my life. Survival situations, all kinds of things. Military, surviving that. I mean, just basic training is a life lesson in itself. Pushing yourself past your limits and, doing things that you would never normally do yourself, like a 15-mile march where you can't stop and you have to keep going. And, you march until your feet are so bloody that when you stop to take care of your feet on a break, you pour the blood out of your boots, bandage up your feet, put new socks on, and stuff your feet back in the boots and march another 10 miles. That kind of thing actually strengthens your mind to the point where, and that's why they do it. It strengthens your mind and your body to the point where you just understand that now you can take on something like that, and that's the kind of training you receive. And I have those kind of life lessons to throw out there for people who are not military, who are not, who've never been into a survival life and death situation in real life, who haven't been through some of the things I've been through. But then again, there's a lot of people out there who have been through much worse. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I was a Navy SEAL or anything. I'm just saying I was regular, military. But still, I do have life lessons. And I would love to hear, if they're able to, someone else doing life lessons in these kind of things. Because, I would watch a person doing Minecraft like this and playing, throwing out extra information that I could maybe use in my life. So that's why I'm doing it, because I would like to see other people do it. Because, a little bit of information. I think I put Jordan asleep. He's not here no more. Where'd you go? You're using the water can, you're not peeing on him, right? I think I put Jordan to sleep.
No.
But, yeah, I mean, just, that's why I like doing these series like this, so I can throw out some knowledge and, take it how you want. Take it or leave it. I mean, I have a lot of knowledge of the game. I have a lot of knowledge of life. This is more than just a playthrough. It's, sort of teaching about everything. And they're only my viewpoints. Everybody has their own viewpoints on everything. Everybody has their own point of view on things. Say again? Everybody has their own viewpoints on everything. Everybody grew up in a different place, in a different world, in a different time. I mean, take Jordan and I. Jordan lives in Scotland. I live in the United States on the East Coast. And, we have two different points of view on a lot of stuff. I think that's why we get along so well. And, he sees things, just the different differences in the culture is huge. Where's all my saplings here, Jordan? Like when I say football, I mean actual football, and with the oblong ball and the shoulder pads. And when he says football, he means soccer, or what Americans call soccer. Wow, we got a lot of string now. So even the cultural differences are huge. We got a lot of wood too. Where was I putting the wood? Seeds go in the top chest for now. I'm going to put the seeds up there. All right, I got saplings. The poisonous potatoes we can get rid of and mulch or whatever. So I got the saplings. I want to build up another 20 of them and put them back in there for a reserve. Uh-oh, you got weeds. Get them quick.
Give me some wood.
Kind of personal, isn't it? What do you want wood for? You're going to build? What you building? Let me plant all these trees again. You get a lot of wood and stuff from these trees, but I mean, it's a nightmare to take down. We're going to have to work on a smeltery soon, as soon as we get to that point. Oh, I'm out of saplings. See what you did? I need more saplings. 19 wasn't enough. We should have saved more. So make sure we don't use up any saplings for anything other than replanting. We're going to have a extra supply of like 40 of them in there now, I think, for this amount of planting area. Anyway, Jordan and I are now working on this. We're going to expand it out on the one direction. We have plans for a smeltery. We have plans on building a bunch more stuff. I will come and invite you along whenever we get to the point of doing something exciting other than just punching trees. And when we get the cobblestone generators together, I'll show you how that worked and how we got it started. And you don't want to see every moment of us just punching trees. And I think it's time to go to bed again. Saplings? Saplings? Yes, saplings. I'm trying to get the saplings replanted. Give me more saplings. An apple would be nice. No more saplings. All right, we've reached time limit on this episode. Thank you for coming on the journey with me. You got more weeds over there. Hit the subscribe button if you would, and please leave a like if you like what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, tell me that too. I mean, I want to hear it all. I want to improve this channel. I want to improve what I'm doing. Come with me on the journey again. Thank you for coming with me now, and I will see you next time.